This is Lucy Barber. She's 23 and works as a broadcast scheduler. She's looking to buy her first car and has a strict budget of £2,000. She wants a little runaround that's cheap to run and insure, and she wants our help to find a car and to get it for a price that suits her budget. Hi Lucy, welcome to the show. Your first car.
Yep.
How lovely. Well, I hope we're going to be able to help with this. First of all, budget. How much are you looking to spend?
No more than 2,000.
Well, that's not bad. We'll get you something pretty nice for that. Secondly, insurance is going to be a bit of an issue here, isn't it? Because you're still quite young, so it's going to cost money. So we're not going to be looking at V8 hot rods here, OK? They're going to be quite sensible. 3 for you to have a look at. All right, first up, 1,900 quid. So it's within your budget. Nissan Micra, 1 litre. What do you think? First impressions.
I'm not too sure about the Micra. It's a bit too cute looking.
But I thought cute would be good. You're a girl, you want your first car?
Just something a bit meaner.
OK, so a little bit too cute, but it's still a very nice little car. I want you to try it. They're very good. Second car, quite a bit cheaper, 1,500 quid, Citroen AX. Do you know the car at all?
Yeah.
A little bit sharper, maybe not quite as jelly mould looking. What do you think?
Yeah, give that a go.
It's 1 litre again, so it shouldn't hurt too much on the insurance. And finally over here, 1,900 again, the same money as the Micra. This is a Fiat Punto. £1,900 for this. Quite a smart looking thing. We'll give this one a go, OK? We'll drive this one first. In you get. Too cute, I ask you. Whilst Lucy gets settled in and ready for her test drive on that, Ian Royle has some more details on this, the Fiat Punto.
Now, Lucy, finding the right first car I always think is very, very important. This is your first foray into motoring, the chance to own your own car, not one you have to borrow from your mum and dad anymore. So you want something that's cheap to run and cheap to insure. You've got up to £2,000 to spend on a car, so how about this? A Fiat Punto. It's a 5-door 55S. Now, Fiat in the past have always been renowned for poor reliability, but when this car was launched in 1994, they began to get their act together. And at the time, in the mid-90s, when this car was really around and brand new, I mean, it was quite stylish, although it's beginning to look a bit dated now. Now, of the 3 cars that we've picked out for you, there's no doubt that the Fiat Punto is the classier and the better built of all 3. And it's a big car too. 5 doors, and it's got a decent boot on it too. So what sort of money would you expect to pay for this? Well, it cost £7,000 when it was new, but now it's less than 2. It is low insurance, Group 3. It's got a 1.1 litre 55 brake horsepower engine, but it's still economical. It will do early 40s to the gallon.
Well, now we know a little bit more about the car. Let's see what you think. First impressions as you drive it for the first time, what do you reckon?
I don't know, it just feels strange because I've never driven this type of car before, and I've never driven a car that hasn't got power steering before either.
Yeah, it is a bit basic.
So, yeah, and the steering just feels a bit funny actually. I don't know if it's because it goes really loose at some points and then it's like a bit tight, and I don't know if that's just because I'm not used to it or...
Probably if there's no power steering, it'll just be dependent upon how fast we go, and if you're going very slow it'll get much heavier.
Yeah.
Once you're underway it'll be a lot easier to drive. What about things like visibility? How much you feel in the driving position and how you feel to drive it?
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
It's quite nice and light in here, but it certainly doesn't feel too cramped.
No, yeah, there's a lot of room, yeah.
What do you actually like in a car when it comes to driving? What are the things that you really look for?
I do, well, even though I do like it to sort of look nice as well, even though that's not as important as some of the other things, and seeing as I am only spending 2,000, you know, I can't get
maybe not down the Ferrari
that,
shop this
yeah.
time. Yeah, so you've said that you'd prefer a 3-door to a 5-door. Why?
Yeah, I don't really know. I think it's just because the 5-door, it just like, it seems to be like, I have the idea of it being more of a family car than...
But you can get your mates in the back more easily.
Yeah, but they can still get in the back in a little 3-door one.
So it's got
I'm not going to be carrying a lot of people around all the time.
I think you should. I don't see why.
So what do you look for in the Fiat Punto range? Well, lots of engines to choose from. Petrol-wise, you've got 1.1 through to a 1.6 and a 1.7 diesel, which is very good on the old fuel, returning you up to 60 miles to the gallon. Petrols, well, they should average out somewhere around 40. Now, this is what we saw out there in the marketplace. An M-Reg Fiat Punto 55, 59,000 miles for £1,375. An N-Reg example with 73,000 miles, a 5-door for £1,400.